What up? Blessings, man. Blessings on this Sunday. We did it, man. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Just here to do a recap. Dr. X, I see you. Blessings, man. Blessings. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Mister, I see you on here. What's going on with you? Nothing but blessings, man. Nothing but blessings. Mark Thomas, what's up with it, sir? Blessings, man. Blessings. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. Quabi, what's good with your blessings, man? Oh, Dot, what's good? Salute, salute, salute. Nothing but love, respect. Man, thank you, Dr. X. I appreciate Patrick. What's up with it, mister? Kenneth Green, what's good, man? What's good with you? What's good with you, man? What's good? Rob, what's up with you? Smooth with it. Bright, what's up with you? Blessings. OC. Sold out, baby. We sold it out. We sold it out. We did something so impressive. Dennis, what's good, brother? Kenner, what's up with it? We did something really, really dope, y'all. We did something really, really dope, man. I just want to kind of just give y'all a little recap. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Maine Sounds, blessings. Jess, what's up with you, Jess? Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. Walt, what's up with it? Hard Time Production. Yeah. Yeah, man. I hope a lot of y'all learned something from this, because I'm gonna tell y'all something today, man. Really, really, I want to tell y'all something and share something with y'all. You know, definitely want to share something with y'all and tell y'all some stuff and let you see both sides of the table. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hit that like button, man. If y'all want a little bit of this information, I'm gonna share with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, y'all need to tune in tomorrow. 6:30 a.m., man, I'm gonna announce something else. You know what I'm saying? Catchy Noise, what's up with it, brother? Salute. Boom. Boom, man. You know, it's crazy, man. This is so big, man. The Facebook page crashed. Vic, didn't our Facebook page crash? We couldn't even get on there. We was getting so much traffic on the Facebook page. It was insane, man. It was insane. Man, blessings to God once again, man. You know, just waking people up. Waking people up, man, trying to get people to listen, trying to get people to understand, you know, the power of sound and music. And we doing it, man, slowly but surely, man. People are starting to really get it. They starting to really start to see that this is not a game, you know, contrary to what people say about music and how they think they should be doing it. There's always a way to go about doing stuff. You know what I mean? Catchy Noise, crashing the web is an achievement in itself. Right. I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, Vic hit me. She like, Ski, you ain't gonna believe this. The whole website crashed. I'm like, what? I'm like, it crashed? Ali Star, salute, brother, salute. Yeah, she like, the whole site crashed. It was so much traffic and so much people giving congratulations, and it was insane, man. And like I said, man, I want to give glory to God, man, because it takes a lot, man. And I said this yesterday to y'all. It takes a lot to use a platform and try to empower people of stuff they don't know or they hadn't heard. You know how much you know, get back, like, how do I say this? J-Mo, what's up with it? How much resistance you get when you're trying to uplift people, when you're trying to teach people about something that's real. A lot of people thought it was a joke. A lot of people thought, oh, man, that SE, man, ain't nobody going to spend $4,000 for no SE. You know, I heard it. So that's cool. I said, the real ones will, though. I said, the real ones will. So that's one thing that you got to understand, is that there's a lot of cats that will discourage you into doing stuff. But there's a lot of real cats that just don't speak. You know, one thing I heard, just go back to Blast if I have to. You know, it's always the ones that's quiet, that's observant and watching for real and have discernment, that know what's real and know what's fake. See, the loud ones, these are the ones that make you think that they got all the knowledge. That's why you see all of these YouTubers and they just talk, 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 and they talk and talk, and all they do is talk. They just talk. They never showed you they can make a hit record. They've never showed you they got any status. They've never showed you anything. And it's just the knowledge that you have. They can't prove anything. So it's a lot of talkers. I've always was told, man, don't be worried about the talkers. Be worried about the quiet ones. Just like I said in Blast Half, ain't the niggas that act hard, it's the niggas that be like quiet like. It's the ones that put the slugs, like it's the quiet ones that they just ain't with the talking, man. And it's a lot of cats that's out here, you know what I'm saying, that are very, 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 very smart. But they don't get a lot of limelight because they're not out there trying to oversaturate themselves and be in everybody. They're out there watching and they're out there paying attention. They're taking notes and they're like, man, Ski is telling the truth. And they're going out there and they're rocking. They're going out there and rocking. Ski, you're gonna be going stupid with the priceless value you've been giving us. You must be protected at all costs, man. Thank you, brother. I mean, you know, like I said again, man, the armor of God is around me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm protected every day, man. I'm protected, man. You got to remember, man, the first 6 months of me speaking on Akai, everybody was coming at me. Everybody had something to say. Everybody was mad. Everybody felt some type of way. And they should. They should have felt some type of way. You know, and the only reason why they felt some type of way, because you finally have somebody that's credible, that do it at a high level, that's coming and telling you you're incorrect. And so now they have to save faith with their fans now. So instead of them saying, Ski, man, teach us, they just attacked me. You dig what I'm saying? See, this is what people do. This is how you know people are not ready to grow in life. Instead of just sitting down and having a conversation and trying to learn and understand what Ski is saying, they use their platform to go attack. I never attacked anybody. I made a statement from doing it, dealing with this company and the whole nine, and everybody went on the defense because everybody wanted to be in bed with Akai. Everybody wanted those new SEs. Everybody wanted to support the SEs. Everybody wanted to do what they needed to do. So the first thing they do is they attack your credibility. Now, y'all got to know, I'm from East Oakland, man. I'm not going to, like, one thing about me, I don't mind people attacking, but I got to set things straight. I got to let people know, hold up, man, we're going to set the record straight on which, because you don't know what you're talking about. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. So it started there. But in the process of all of that, I start realizing that people are ignorant. People are ignorant to knowledge. People have a fan base based upon talking. They don't have a fan base based upon selling records. They have a fan base based upon talking. And those are two different people. My fan base is based upon selling records. Really, really being out there, really being out in the shore. I really been, like, when you say Veterans Day, I really was in the war, getting shot at and doing some shooting. So it's a big difference. I really was in the war. A lot of cats that use their platform, they dream of being in the war, so all they can do is talk about the war. But they never been shot at. They don't got no bullet wounds. You dig what I'm saying? So it's easy for people to build a fan base of people that's living through them through their stories. But their stories don't reveal what they've really been through. You dig what I'm saying? Salute to you, Maximus. You know, so I just be trying to tell people that when it's all said and done, all I'm doing is educating. And you remember, it's an old saying that goes, man, watch the people that don't clap for you. Watch the people that don't clap for you. Not the ones that clap for you, but the ones that don't clap for you. Because you know how they really feel, you know? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I'm only share it because I just got to keep it real and 100. You know, even though we had our little thing and I had to check him and speak real to him, you know who congratulated me? Av McCray. Av McCray reached out and said, congratulations, Ski, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I didn't know nothing about that. Man, if I had the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, really text me and show some love. You know what I mean? You know? Like, it takes a real person to get out their feelings and say, man, my bad. My bad. It takes a real person to get out their feelings and say, my bad. We all trying to grow, y'all. We don't know everything. None of us know everything. I don't know everything. That's why there's a certain time when it's all said and done. If I don't know stuff, first thing I'm tell you, like, man, I don't know. I got to do some more information on that. Because I don't know everything. We all are growing. We're all trying to get our minds. But one thing I'm not going to do is play like I know and be like, yo, it goes like this and it goes like that. And I'm speculating and I don't know. If I don't know, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Man, they just trying to save the public image due to their damage. Just my no, and you could be right, Allie. A lot of people will do stuff to retract because of they put their foot in their mouth. A lot of people put their foot in their mouth. A lot of people put their foot in their mouth. You're absolutely right. Don't think I don't know that. I know the psychological edge that people try to have. I get it. But it still takes a person to come out and say something, even though they could just be quiet. So I give props what props is due for what it's worth. But I definitely know it's always an agenda to what people do majority of the time. Is it sincere or not? You don't know. But I'm not the type of person that if a person extend their hand to me, I'm just gonna dig a harder wound in their chest. I'm not that type of person. Like, if a person come with love and say, man, I want peace, then we're gonna get peace, man. There's no need to be a bully and overkill. There's no need for that. And it's not godlike. It's like, if you extend your hand with love, then we're gonna get love. You dig what I'm saying? So, I get it. I told y'all in the beginning, people are opposed to feel some type of way. People are opposed to not accept information because when you've been trained for so long to think think about all the stuff that we've been trained so long on. We taught to eat certain food. We taught to eat pork. We taught to eat soul food. All of this stuff now we're starting to realize it's just not good for our digestive system, but we can't get away from it. We still like the taste. We still want that. It takes a real person to say, man, we got to start moving in this direction. You dig what I'm saying? So, like I was saying yesterday, matter of fact, I was saying, it would be easier for me to get on this platform and say, oh man, everybody's doing what they're doing. It's all good. Let's all just get along, man. Oh man, do it like that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you doing oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Everything can't be cool, y'all. Everything can't be cool. And I always tell people, because I know people have kids, or majority of us do, is that, well, how are you teaching your kids? Are you teaching your kids that everything is cool? Are you telling your kids, oh man, eat that? Oh yeah, man, eat a bunch of chocolate and eat a bunch of cake. Do what you want to do before dinner. You can eat cake and whatever you want. You don't have to eat dinner. Just eat what you want. Oh, are we like? Because it's the same philosophy, y'all. Is what do we do when we know the information we know? As a mentor, as a person that's responsible, is it our job to patronize and let everybody do what they want, don't say nothing? Or is it our job to speak on something and say, you know what? Nah, man, that's not it. That's not it. Do you know how many friendships get broke if you be truthful? You know how your woman always say, no, just tell me what's on your mind. You don't want to know what's on my mind. People don't really want to know what's on your mind. Man, just say what's on your mind. Be truthful. Nah, you don't want to know what's on my mind. You know how many people have sent me records and they're like, man, excuse me, I want your honest opinion. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want my honest opinion. No, I want your honest opinion, man. Tell me your honest opinion. Nah, you don't want my honest opinion. No, I really want your honest opinion. I said, bro, you really want my honest opinion? Yeah, man, it's all love. Then I tell them, well, man, I can't believe you said that. You asked me for my honest opinion, bro. People don't want the truth, man. So with that being said, you have to understand that you're going to get the hate, you're going to get the people in the backlash, you're going to get the trolls, you're going to get the anonymous page, people's with no videos, they got pages just so they can go on page and troll you, I understand that. That's part of the internet, man. These are the people that haven't been successful in life, though. I think people need to understand there's people that haven't been successful in life, and when the internet came and MySpace and all of these places came, it allowed them to have a voice, an internet voice. It's not a real voice, but it's just a voice so they can vent. You dig what I'm saying? And they can hide, They can say what they want. They can leave long, drawn out, long messages just so they can get through their trauma and their demons that they're dealing with. You know what I mean? This is what it is. I mean, half these people that's on the internet, they're not real people. They're real people, but they hide behind a alias page, you know? So you know what goes along with that. But the moral to this is what I'm trying to say is that along with the people that feel some type of way, that didn't think that this would happen, there's a lot of great people that reached out to me. And one was Just Blaze. Shout out to my brother Just Blaze. Now, I gotta give these dudes props because these dudes are legends, right? These dudes have been behind Jay-Z. They've been behind some of the biggest records in the world. They can easily be like, man, I ain't about to, I mean, Ski doing this thing, but it ain't me. I'm doing my thing. Ain't nobody praising me. Like, you don't have to reach out and say anything to me. But you took the time, and I'm looking at it on my phone at 3 a.m. I guess when he saw that I did what I did, he's like, man, Ski, congratulations, bro. I'm proud of you. You know what that means to me? That means that there are real cats that out there that don't have agenda that really want to see this type of movement go on. Because he didn't have to say anything. Pete Rock, he didn't have to post up my SP1200 and give it props. It's like, man, this is a beautiful machine. When we all know that he's pretty much like the king of the SP1200, you know? But he's even giving love. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, man. There's people out there that's really rocking with me, that really love what I do for the culture, and they're unconditional. They ain't in their own ego. They like, nah, Ski, do that. Just like I am for them. I want to see my people win. When I see cats doing what they're doing for the culture, I'm saluting them. I don't have to be in the forefront. When people are doing something and I love what they're doing, I'm supporting them. When Pete Rock drops an album or independent, even though he's not on a major no more, he's putting out his own music, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy Just Blaze stuff. I'm going to buy whoever because these dudes support the culture. We don't have to be on a major label no more. Being on a major label is the thing of the past now. But a lot of y'all don't even know that. A lot of us have great product, but because you don't hear it or see it mainstream no more, you think we don't exist. But we do. We just don't have that big budget we used to have. And it's okay. But if you real fans, you still would be paying attention. Because I know when my favorite artist is going to drop something, whether they sign majorly or underground, I know. You know, this is what I mean by support, man. You know, we support what we do. So I just want to let y'all know, man, that when it's all said and done, the truth of the matter is the moral from this is that you got to go for what you believe in. Was there a risk doing this? Not to me. There's no risk when you believe in what you love. Even if you go broke doing it, there's no risk. Because love is the most powerful thing in the world. Norman, thank you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, homie. Thank you so much. Ski, you woke the culture up. Salute. Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Listen, there's no risk when you love what you're doing. If you feel it's a risk, then you don't really love what you're doing. There's no risk. Lose or win. I did what I love. When I go out there and I spend money for certain things, I don't look at it like, man, I just risked $2,000. I'm like, nah, bro. I put this $2,000 towards what I love. You understand what I'm saying? I put this money towards what I love. That's just the real deal, man. So I'm just telling all of y'all, man, I salute everybody that's watching this in real time. This is in real time, y'all. You watching this happen in real time. It didn't happen. It is in the past now. 50 copies is done and sold. You know what I mean? So what do y'all do in y'all next challenge now? What do y'all learn from this? I got to get in the studio. I got to start investing in my equipment. I got to start. Those who didn't get the SP1200, that's okay. Now for the next thing that you know that's going to help you, you need to go and invest in it and make sure that that's something you love that you know is going to contribute to what you love. You live and you learn from this. You dig what I'm saying? Now you go in there and you start saying, man, I got to really start doing my stuff for real. I got to start taking some chances. I got to stop just playing my music for myself. Who you playing your music for? When y'all in there making all these beats and y'all say y'all working, well, who you playing it for? Are you playing? Don't play it for your friends. Play it for somebody that, man, I told my cousin this one time, and I don't know if I told you this one. I told you this. So I got a cousin. I got a lot of cousins, but I got this cousin. And I love my cousin to death, man. Don't get it twisted. I love my cousin. My cousin's a rider, been in the streets all his life. I had him with me trying to change his life, trying to keep him up out of the streets. So I tried to show him the business. I tried to show him the music. But you know, when some people cling to the streets so much, the streets over-dominate them having self-discipline. So I said, listen, bro, just hang with me. I'm going to show you how to do this. So he's rapping. He got his partner. He's rapping with him. And he just wants me to help him and help him and help him and help him. And I'm like, bro, you got to practice. You got to work. You got to put in the work. I'm showing you what I do. He watching me every day get up early in the morning. Like, this ain't new. I've been doing this since I was a teenager. He'll tell you. One day I'm going to put my cousin on this live, and he'll tell you, I've been doing this since I was a teenager. He's watched me cuss out some of the most biggest execs in the game, from Lyor Cohen to Gerald Busby to some of the biggest execs in the game. I do not play, bro. That's one thing y'all gonna learn about me. No exec's gonna control me. That's why I ain't signed to no labels. I'm not gonna let no exec talk to me. Man, I've seen executives talk to cats that's gangster, or so we think are gangsters, and cuss these gangsters out in their face. I've seen it. I said, man, I'll be damned if one of y'all talk to me like that. Ain't no exec gonna talk to me crazy. Ever. Ever. I've watched these dudes. He's been on the calls with me. I've had him on speakerphone when I'm talking to these execs. So y'all need to understand, this is not a game, bro, with me. So getting back to my point of what I'm saying is that I told my cousin over and over, I said, bro, you need to practice. Man, I'm dope, man. You know, man, you need to mess with me, Ski. You know, mess with me, I'm your cousin. I say, I don't care if you're my brother. You trash, bro. You're not working hard enough. You could be dope, but you want to hang in the streets. You think just because you hang in the streets and you could tell street stories that make you a dope rapper? Hanging in the streets, I know cats that can rap and tell street stories, but they never been in the streets in their life. But they can rap. That's why they're successful. So you got a lot of cats that think just because they come from the streets and they really live that life, that makes them a classified rapper. No, that just means that you're a dude from the streets that's trying to rap, but you're not a good rapper. You're a good street dude. We know that's real, but your rapping ain't real. They got to coincide, man. If you come from the streets, you got to learn how to rap. You got to learn how to put these bars together so people will want to hear it. So anyway, he's telling me this over and over and over. And it's to the point where, you know, when you love your family, you try to do whatever. But I said, man, I'm not going to compromise my integrity just doing something for my cousin just because he's my cousin. So I said, all right, bro. I said, listen, I just got tired of it. I just got tired of him talking to me about his rapping because I knew he wasn't on his game. I said, all right, this is what we're going to do. You give me 3 of your songs and we're going to go to the barbershop. Now, y'all got to understand, the barbershop was king. That's how I came up. We used to go to, when you go to the barbershop on a Saturday and it's packed with nothing but dudes in the barbershop, and the barbers playing the music loud in the barbershop, and we all jamming to the music and, you know, slapping. That was your time to slip some of your music in, like tell the barber, hey, man, slip my stuff in there. Check me out. Let's see how they respond. That was your time to see how people that didn't know nothing about you, didn't know who was playing, if they were still moving to the music, or they'd be like, man, turn that off. That's trash. They will give you a real response in the barbershop. The barbershop is a brutal place to test your music. Brutal. I ain't seen people get their feelings hurt. Cats was like, man, dude, we ain't even gonna let you come get your hair cut in here no more. That was trash. Listen, bro. Y'all think I'm playing. The era I came in with, there was no room for whackness, bro. If you was whack, oh man, you had 2 things that was gonna happen. You was gonna get better, or you was gonna get up out the game. There was no room for whack dudes, bro. I'm telling you, man. Even if you weren't a gangster rapper or a popular rapper, even if you was a person like, you know, just rapping some fun stuff, you had to be good at that. You dig what I'm saying? The barbershop will tear you down. Man, dude, I seen one dude come in the barbershop and he was begging people to play his stuff. Played that stuff. They said, man, get up out the chair, bro. Don't come back in here. Don't even come back in here. Please, just don't come back in here. You're not allowed to be back in this shop. Barbershop don't play. So I told my cousin, I said, all right, we're going to take it to the barbershop, bro. Let's go to the barbershop. Because sometimes you got to show people what I've learned in life, like even with this SP1200 SC. People thought I was joking. I had to show them the power of selling records and selling these units. Because they ain't gonna believe me. I could talk and do these lives for 20 years straight. Oh yeah, ski, blah, 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 blah. They ain't gonna believe you until you show them some action. That's one thing about the streets. You can talk. If you don't show them action and show them you with the smoke, they gonna think you a joke. That's just how people are. People are not humble to say, man, you know what, that sounds right. You don't got to prove yourself. I believe you. They got to see it. A lot of people missed out on this SPSE because they didn't think that it was going to do nothing. They just thought, oh, man, you know, he got his SE. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. You don't supposed to believe. A lot of people missed out. Now I'm getting DMs. Hey, man, you know, you think you're going to make some more? No, I'm not. No. Was it a possibility? It's not a possibility. No. It's not a possibility. Not at all. No. That's not. Told you what it was, bro. Told you what it was. But back to my story, bro. So I begged my cousin, we going to the barbershop right now. We're going to play these songs you say that's so dope that you telling me is dope. Do you know that he refused to go to the barbershop with me? Ain't that crazy? Do you know that he refused to go to the barbershop with me so we could play his songs that he said was so dope? Now think about this for a second. So that means that if you're not willing to go to the barbershop so we could test, you're helping bring the SP1200 to a whole. Thank you, Hyperbeat. That was my point, bro. I wanted people to really know why the SP1200 is a powerful machine. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So that means you don't want to go to the barbershop with me because you don't want to hear the real results or how people going to feel about your music. So that lets me know that you already know that your stuff ain't good. You just want to use me to help you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? He refused to go to the barbershop so we could test his theory as if he's dope or not. He didn't want to do that because he knew. There's so many guys in that barbershop. If he played that stuff, they was going to like, man, they was like, Ski, don't you come in here neither for you even endorsing him. That's what was going to happen. They're like, Ski, man, we love you, bro, but don't come in here no more. If you're going to play that in here, you're going to endorse him, they would have kicked me out the shop too. You can't endorse suckers, man. Why y'all think I stopped the S2400? I started seeing there ain't nobody making nothing that's worthy of me giving y'all S2400 and doing a contest. I got to wait until I start hearing something that touch my ears. But shout out to Brad over there, you know what I'm saying, at Islam Instruments for wanting to participate. He's still my man over there. If y'all don't got my SE, man, that's a great machine. I love the machine. I know I've been pushing my machine, but that's what I'm supposed to do. But that's a great machine. I got the machine. I love that live looper on that S2400. Love it to death. I think it's a dope machine. I think anybody that don't have an SP1200, that will definitely give you somewhat of the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good machine. It's a good machine. When I start doing creative things, I like to work on that machine, especially with that live looper. It's dope. But no, I'm talking about, you said who I'm talking about. I'm talking about my cousin. My cousin always was talking about he wanted to rap and he wanted to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that a lot of people know the truth, but it's hard for them to get out of their pride and their ego. So they'll take it to their death with them. They'll take it to their death with them. They'll be on their deathbed, get ready to take their last breath, and then they'll finally say, man, I knew I was trash. Damn, you waited till the flat line go off for you to tell us you was trash? Damn. It's crazy, man. We had to hear the flat line before you even tell us you was trash. Gotta be honest, man. Gotta be honest, man. Gotta be honest with yourself, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta be honest, man. Yeah, cats, they won't tell you they trash until the flat line come on. Yeah, Ski, I was trash. Hey, Doc, what happened? Well, he's dead. His last words is, he's trash. Man, come on, man. At least admit you trash before you die, man. Please. Because this is the kicker. We can help you not be trash. We can help you be great. But if you don't admit you got a problem, if you don't admit that you ain't where you at, where you want to be, you're never going to be great because you can't admit it. You can't admit it. Listen, one of my weakest traits is wiring up stuff. Now, I can wire stuff up, but that's not what I like to do. That's not like something I want to do, so I don't do it. Y'all see me. I showed y'all pictures of my man Steve. Steve come here and wire the whole studio up. He said, all right, Ski, this your patches over here. I know how to patch. I just don't want to wire nothing up. I'm not wiring the studio up. I'm not wiring my studio up, man. I know how to stay in my lane. I see so many people, they hear me, Ski, well, how you got yours wired? Well, how do I go about doing that? I don't know. You want me to put you in contact with my dude, Steve? He'll tell you, because I don't know. I just know that I know where my patch bay's at. I know that this goes here and this wire's here and it's going to come on, it's going to hit this channel, it's going to hit that channel, then I'm good. I'm not wiring no studio up, man. I'm not wiring the studio up, man. You know? Steve might be busy. You're absolutely right. He might be busy, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not wiring the studio. I'm going to wait. I'm not getting behind the counters because the way my studio is, I ain't getting all behind the counters and doing it. I'm not doing that. That's why I set up a time with him. Hey, man, I need you to come through, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's little stuff I need to do, I'll do it. But at the end of the day, that's not something I want to do. And this is the reason why you want to keep good people around to do the things that you need them to do. You know what I mean? Because that's what you want to do. Can I wire stuff here and there? Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, I know how to wire stuff, but just getting behind certain things and moving this and that, that's not something I want to do. So this is why I say you give everybody an assignment and you build a team, and now you have a team of people that can help you move. Why do you think engineers have like 2 interns in the studio? You don't think Dre have several interns in the studio or several assistants in the studio? Because he do. Like, Dre is that guy, but he got other people like, hey, man, I need that. I want that snare. I want that kick, man. Pull that up. Boom, boom, such and such and such and such and such. Because it makes things smoother. And Dre don't want to have to go find this and find all of that and do all of that. He got other things to do. You got to have a team, man. You got to have a team. But you got to have the right team. And you got to have the people that have the ambition to want to work with you. You dig what I'm saying? I feel you, Ski. I can work on cars at my age, and I won't touch a car anymore. Exactly. It's not that you can't do certain things. It's just that that's not what you want to do. You dig what I mean? It's like, I know how to mix. I know how to do that. I could do all kinds of stuff. But sometimes when you got stuff going on, you want to have a team of somebody else that can do it when you got other stuff going on. You might have so much going on, like myself. So you have a team. Y'all got to put a team together, man. Put your real team together. For real. Put your real team. And people that love you, though, bro. Not just put no team together of people that you know, they jealous and they ain't doing nothing. You got to put you a good team together, man. So, yeah, man, that's the story, man. You know, you got to believe in what you're doing, y'all. You got to be honest with where you at, and you got to put it on the line. If you say that you with it, then you be with it. Be ready. You know what I'm saying? How many people, you know, I'm gonna say this because it's gonna make sense too. How many people you hear say, man, you know, I'm gonna knock you out and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you, boom, boom, boom. And you say, all right, man, let's put on the gloves. Let's go. Let's do a pay-per-view. Let's raise money for the kids. Let's put on the gloves. The best man wins. We could do MMA. We could do whatever you want. Oh, nah, man, I ain't doing that. It's cool, you know. No, man, you say you could do all of this, you're going to do that to me, and you're going to do this to me. Let's, you know, we don't have to be violent. Let's just put the gloves on and get our frustration off. You know what I mean? And then we can shake hands out there. It don't have, can y'all hear me? Man, I'm going to have to start doing this airplane mode for real. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Okay, cool. Like I said again, it don't have to be violent. It could be like listen, when I used to play basketball, we'd be on the court and cats would be arguing and arguing and arguing. So, you know, I still train, I still work out, and I still do my drills and stuff. I used to keep 2 pair of boxing gloves with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to spar with one of my trainers. We used to spar and do stuff. So I used to tell cats, I said, listen, bro, if you feel that way, we ain't got to argue and put on this big show in front of everybody. Because you know what happens when you're putting on a show in front of it, our egos get involved. We feel like we don't want to back down, and we're in front of a crowd, so nobody want to look like a punk. So that's when the fights really happen, because you wouldn't really be as mad if it wasn't that many people when you're arguing, but when there's so many people, you don't want to seem like you're the one backing down. So that's how fights escalate. You know, because you feel like somebody calling you out, you don't want nobody to look like they got the last word, so you just keep fighting, and you're like, well, let's go, you know. I used to say, look, bro, we'll put the gloves on and go up to the racquetball room. We'll go up to the racquetball room, and we'll really settle the score. Let's settle the score now. See, when you start talking real to people, and you start talking to people and you tell them, look, bro, I'm serious, man. I'm dead serious about everything I do. I'm not a joke, and I'm not playing. And I'm willing to put it all on the line to show you that I'm not playing. When you tell people, all of these rappers that want to kill people and have guns, you tell them one day, you just tell them, hey, you ain't even got to do that. If you that gangster, put on these gloves. And with your popularity and all the people you know, we can take that money, do a pay-per-view, and raise money for the kids, for the homeless, for all the people, and put it on and raise real money for it. Y'all both got all of this popularity. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. Because it's easy to hide behind your homeboys. It's easy to hide the killers, the real killers out there, because they ain't seen. They ain't public figures. So it's easy to hide behind your homeboys. You see what I'm saying? But it's always the dudes that talk loud that hide behind people. No, bro. Nah, bro. Step up. Step up. Let's put the gloves on. Let's do the MMA. Let's get in the ring. Let's raise money for people, and let's get out. See, that's all I'm saying, man, is people know that they don't be the truth. They just talk, and they talk, and they talk. Just to be talking. Just to be talking. And that's how I look at these YouTubers. That's how I look at a lot of people. It's like people say, oh, well, I do music. No, you don't. You want to do music. And you can convince people that you do music through these platforms by just posting up your shitty beats every day and not growing and not trying to make sure that you get better and improve with your sound for your beats. Not trying to develop some type of music theory. You're just doing stuff, and it makes you appear that you're doing something you're not doing. You know, you can live in your delusional world all you want to. You know, when are you going to start saying, man, no, I'm really, really doing this, and I'm really going to study my craft, and I'm really going to learn how to play some notes, how to do some progressions, how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have to be the truth, man. And if you're not the truth, shut up. Learn to be the truth. That's all. Work on whatever it is that you're weak at. Just work on whatever you're weak at. That's all you got to do. Work on what you're weak at. The loudest in the room is the weak. You're absolutely right. It's always like that. It's always like that. It's always like that. You know what I mean? You know, and I'm just using these as examples on everybody's talking, but when you call them out, they go running. They like roaches when the lights come on. When the lights come on, the roaches. The roaches are cold and vicious in the dark. They roll around, get in your Cracker Jacks, get in your cereal box. But you turn them lights on, they scatter. When you start shining a light on real stuff, man, you start seeing the truth, man. You start seeing these people ain't who they say they are. They not. They not. And I think that y'all, this is a learning experience. You're going to learn who to listen to and who not to listen to. Half y'all going to listen to these people for another 2-3 years before you realize, man, why the hell am I listening to them? Why the hell am I listening to them? Why am I even paying attention to them? You dig what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're just entertained by people. But let me tell you something about entertainment. It's entertainment. Entertainment is entertainment. A lot of these channels are entertainment. They entertain it purpose. That don't hold no value in real life. Have you ever noticed that me being in martial art all my life, I was so blessed to have my instructor, Sifu Bill Owens. And anybody that know me from martial arts, know my name, Sean Adams from martial arts. That's my first love. That's my first love. This is why I could talk so passionate about music, because martial arts, I'm really a martial art teaching music. But one thing that I know is that most people that try to do their music, they don't have the humbleness to go about doing it. Knowing who the time and knowing who to invest toward time with is important. Yeah, man, man, bro, listen. You got to train your mind if you want to be great. You really got to train your mind if you want to be great. You got to know who you are, and you got to know how to go about being the best you can be. If you don't look deep in yourself and you don't work on the things that you're not as great at, you'll just go through life making yourself feel like you're great at it, and you're not great at it. That's just the real deal. You know? A lot of y'all saw me throw that butterfly kick on my short page. And people's like, oh my goodness, that's crazy, Ski. But it was a time I couldn't do that kick. I think I told that story before. You know, I got laughed at in class. They was like, oh, ha, 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 laughing, you know. When you young, kids are cruel. Kids are cruel. When you young, kids are super cruel. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to be cruel. It's just funny to them, you know? But it hurt my feelings. My feelings was hurt. You laughing? You laughing at me? See, one thing about me is I'm one of them persons that I say, okay, it's all right. I'm one of them dudes that I go back and I work. I put in the work, man. And man, when I learned it, I was able to do it forward, backwards, and teach the whole class. Sometimes getting ridiculed it's not for the weak. If you're a weak person and somebody tell you your stuff is trash or it's not as good, don't take that as an insult. Take that as, okay, I got to show them that I'm gonna show you that I can get dope with this. Not everybody, you know, there's some people that's dope and people just don't see your vision. There's some people music that's just now blowing and they've been around for a long time and they're just now getting on the radar because people have been paying attention to other stuff and not them. You never know when your time is going to come, but you can't stop growing. You can't stop learning how to do certain things. So I'm going to end it off on that because this could get into so many different conversations of the moral to this whole thing is that the reason why we sold 50 is because y'all know that I'm telling the truth and y'all know that the passion, you can see it and hear it in my voice and I'm not playing. You can look me in my eyes and tell that I'm not playing. I'm not joking. This ain't a game. I stand on what I say. I believe in the product, and that's that. And no matter if I'd have sold 10, 5 or whatever, I would have been good with it because I stand on what I believe in. And whatever the results is when it's all done, you got to know whatever the results is, believe in what you're doing. Don't be like, well, man, I only did that. I really didn't think it was going to. No, man, I believe I'm going to sell 1 billion. You got to stand on what you believe. When you buy something and purchase it, don't have no regrets. Don't, oh, man, I wish I wouldn't have bought this. Man, don't have no regrets. When you buy something, stick your chest out, man, I bought this. This is dope, and I'm excited about it. And be excited about it and learn it. Don't sit up there and have no regrets. Don't do nothing you're going to regret. Don't do nothing you're going to regret. If it's a doubt in your mind and you're going to have regret, just don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't want people to have regrets about anything because I don't have no regrets. I don't have no regrets. You know, so just remember what I told you, man. A lot of people, they just talking, man. They talking. And when they hide, like I said again, the internet is like a goon squad. You know, this is certain people align with these people, align with this. Everybody got their little goon squad. It's cool. It's cool. Just because you align with people don't mean you can't catch the heat. You know what I mean? You know, like, it don't matter who you align with. The truth is going to be the truth no matter who you align with. Because you could be aligned with a bunch of people that's untruthful and they're going to catch it. Because ain't no way you going to win if you ain't being truthful. And that's just how I feel. So, shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, the ones that got the 50 copies, man. We made history, man, once again. And I'm thankful, man, to everybody that's paying attention, man. And got some other stuff going on. Salute on creating and following through with what you said. Thank you, 365. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. You know, you got to, man. Once you put it on the table, you got to do it. You got to make it happen. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. If y'all got music and y'all say y'all dope, you got to start putting some music out. Like I said yesterday, you got to start getting some artists. It don't matter if you don't get placed. Go find some artists and build some dope demos and start getting them out there and putting them out yourself so people can hear what you got. You know, there's a lot of platforms out here. It's just you gotta make some good music. Man, do y'all know that the algorithm, my algorithm works just like y'all algorithm? Unfair. These algorithms are unfair. You think people are seeing all your stuff? They don't. That's why you got to be consistent. But one thing that I do know is that every time you post something, it better be fire. It better be fire. Don't waste your platform. Even if you don't think you got that many people following you, don't waste your platform on throwing some mediocre to below average stuff on your page. Every time you post, you should be trying to post your best stuff you ever done in your studio. Guess what? There might be that one person that might be a billionaire. They're like, what? Man, listen, I'll give y'all a prime example. I want to tell this whole story about Serato, but I'm not. I'm going to save it for another day because it's a deep story and I don't want to go too deep in this story. But just put it like this here. I did a beat on my page. Wasn't tripping. I made it right on the spot. I get a DM. Dude, that beat is crazy. I love that beat. Oh my God. Now, I didn't know who this dude was. I didn't know nothing about this guy. I just know that he was just talking about how dope this beat is, how incredible it is. It reminded him of some nostalgic type of, you know, stuff that he grew up on, and it really touched his soul. And he's like, bro, how much would you charge me? I couldn't even get what I was going to charge him out my mouth before he said, listen, I don't even care. I'll double pay that. How about 10 grand? I'm like, bro, I was only going to charge you $1,500. This man gave me $10,000. That's how excited he was about the track. I can't make the story up, y'all. You know I'm not no liar. I'm not going to get on here and just do stuff to clout chase. That's not what I do. 10 grand for a track that wasn't mixed. I just did it on the spot and just posted it just right at that time. 10,000. That track moved him that because when I post stuff, I believe in it. I believe it's the hardest thing since sliced bread. Like, since whatever's going on, I think it's the dopest thing. Like, you never know who's watching and who's paying attention. Don't take your working for granted. Maybe not where you want to be, but what kills a lot of y'all is y'all just throw random stuff up just so you can just have stuff on your page. That ain't gonna cut it, man. Don't you know there's a billion people throwing random stuff up that's trash? So people just scroll like, ah. So you gotta know, every time you post, you want that to be effective. Don't waste your post with random crap. For real. Don't waste your post with random crap. Because this man offered me 10 grand. And I was only going to charge him 1,500. You see what I'm saying, man? You see what I'm saying? Have a purpose when you're working on your production, y'all. Stop being like everybody. Everybody tell you, man, just throw a bunch of stuff up. Just throw things up. Just do this, throw this out, throw that out, throw that out. Bro, you're killing the culture, man. You're killing the culture, bro. OG, the further proof that we don't need many people, but when quality people come along, then it makes all the difference. Thanks, quality at all times. The fifth. Exactly, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. The man gave me 10 grand on the spot, and it wasn't even mixed. And that goes back to my point. Why do you like it so much? Because the stuff I was running it through. I had it going through, I want to say it was going through my 4000. At the time, I was using my MPC 4000. I had a professional machine that when I post it up to Instagram, it's going to sound incredible. Imagine me trying to do that with an MPC X. That is not going to translate that well through to Instagram through the phone, because the circuitry in that is just not powerful enough. But when I'm using my 4000 and I post it straight to Instagram, people like, they feel the kick and the snare in their chest. See, this is what I mean. When you have professional machines that sound good and it ain't even mixed. It wasn't even mixed. That's what was more impressive, is that he heard it, how it sound, and it wasn't even mixed. So imagine how would it sound like when it was mixed. Do yourself a favor, y'all. Stop wasting beats just to be putting beats up and they not at their best. Stop wasting beats. Stop. Take your time, go in there. If you got 3 hot ones you think is dope, then put those up. Put one of them up. Put one of them up and show them. Ski, got a dip, but working on my big 3. That's what's up with it, Smooth with it. Love, bro. I'm going to do that right now, Ski, live. So guilty of that. Man, all I'm saying, bro, is I know we want to get known. I know we just trying to stay relevant. I know a lot of y'all feel discouraged because y'all might not have enough traffic. You don't have enough followers. You don't have enough viewers or likes. That could be discouraging when you don't have a big foundation like that. That's why a lot of people turn to groups. You know, the groups are the new gangs. They're like gangs. They're like bullies. Groups, all of these groups that they got, all of these NPC groups and this group and that group and that group, they're gangs for people to join because people feel insecure about their own value. So you go to these groups and you think that's going to make you a star, and it's not going to make you a star. It's not going to make you a star. It's just going to make you part of a group that's losing. That's it. You got to believe in yourself. Then when you go participate in a group, you know your self-value, whether you in that group or not. You understand what I'm saying? Man, my mom told me, if people don't mess with you, you don't mess with them. You find your own lane and you create your own lane and you know yourself. So when you good and then you do get around people you like, you could deal with them too, but you could take them or leave them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to be in no group. I don't need to be in no gang. I can hold my own. I don't have to hide behind people. See, a lot of y'all hide behind these groups. You hide behind these people. You think these people like you? They don't like you. They just feel like y'all all in the same cesspool together. Y'all all in the cesspool trying to get out the cesspool. So of course they gonna love you but as soon as you start rising and your stuff start doing good, watch them same people that you was in the cesspool, they gonna turn on you because you getting out that cesspool. They don't like that you get knowledge. They don't like that you leaving them behind. So they gonna try to bring you right back to the cesspool. It's just like the hood. Once somebody get out the hood, he think he's somebody. Why he pulling up in that Benz like that? Man, you know what I'm saying, man, I'm the same dude. I got love for y'all. They gonna turn on you because people that don't want to do better don't want to see nobody do better. Ever. Watch everybody that gets these SP 1200 SEs. Watch the hate. Watch the hate. You didn't have to get that. You could have just used the plug-in. Watch the hate. They gonna tell you, yeah, you shouldn't have bought that. You could have did this on this. I could have easily did. Watch the insecurities kick in. They gonna start telling you, man, you didn't have to pay for that. You didn't have to. Watch. But what they really saying is, I couldn't afford it. Damn, I wish I could have bought one like you. That's what they really saying. That's what they really saying. See, you got to listen to what people are saying. They're not going to say it. You got to decode it. Ah, man, you could have did it like this. No, what they really saying is, damn, I couldn't afford one. Damn, I wish I would have had one like you. Golly, I wish I could afford. Man, you did that, bro. That's what they really say. So when you see people say certain things, sometimes they complimenting you, and you don't even realize they complimenting you. So don't get mad. When they start trying to tell you, oh, man, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do that. Really what they saying is, man, you killing me. You killing me. Damn, I wish I had that SPSE. Man, that's a beautiful machine, bro. How'd you do it? Instead of them learning from you, they're going to find a way to discourage you. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do, bro. It's the evolution of insecurity, man. The evolution of insecurity is, I'm going to tear you down so you don't feel good about what you spent your hard-earned money on. You know what I'm saying? Tony H, what's up? Blessings, blessings, blessings. I'm getting the vibe already, and I don't even, the unit in my hands yet. That's what's up, man. So, man, you know, man, nothing but love and respect, man. Just remember, man, it's love, man. You got to stay focused. Up, Ski, the other day you spoke on mono. Do you use 2-channel strips on a mixer? Hold on, let me see. For the pair of mono outs from like keyboards, each channel pan, hard left and right. Yeah, sometimes I do. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm using mono, I might have two pair of my pre's or whatever, or just, whatever. But yeah, you definitely, split them up. Definitely pan them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't drink coffee, brother. Yes, indeed, man. Alpha Me, what's up with it, homie? Yes, indeed. I'm always mono on my drums though. I don't never do nothing stereo. Not with my drums. My pianos and strings, that's definitely gotta be stereo by far. What DAW do you use? I'm sometimes in between Pro Tools and definitely Logic. You know what I mean? Mono in, but stereo out though. Yes. Yes. Yes, Allie. Yes. Yes, indeed. Before you release Blast, if you have to, did any artist try to buy the beat off you? No, man, because I wouldn't. Y'all got to remember. I told you how the Spice One thing go. You know, that's a long story. But just to answer your question, I get in that story another time. But no, I stopped playing anything that I wanted that was for me. I just didn't play it for nobody. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't play it for nobody. I'm tired of everybody lying and pandering to products. Thanks, Ski, for being the change we need. Thank you, Sonic Source. Thank you, man. I hate it though, bro, Sonic Source. I agree with you. It's just like, man, nobody want to be honest no more. You still going to try that Tila Rock tune? Yeah, man, I was in there, man, messing around with it, man. I put a little snippet on my IG. I'm still tweaking it around. I got some ideas of how I want to mess around with it, but this TR-808 is amazing, man. Bro, listen, y'all. I see why this costs almost 10 grand. This thing is, listen, look at this, man. This thing is amazing. This thing is amazing, man. Like, it sounds amazing. Amazing how this thing sounds. Like, crazy, bro. The sound that comes out of this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just, like I said, man, it's a blessing to be able to have this type of gear because, like, we're talking about doing the Tila Rock, and we know that was a real 808. It's going to be hard to get stuff to sound that classic without the actual classic machine. And as I was working on it, I said, man, that sounds just like it. I started rapping the verse. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping the bars from it because it was just, man, it was just dope, man. It's just like, man, it's just, these machines is great, man. If y'all don't have a vintage machine or one of them, man, you're really missing out. You're really, really missing out. It is a press play. You know what? I just got it. I just got it hooked up. I don't got everything turned on right now. You know what I'm saying? But if I had everything turned on, I definitely press play. Taking me back to my childhood. They only made it 2 years. Salute, bro. I know the 808 is gonna go crazy. Man, this 808 sounds insane, man. The drum fill button is super dope. A lot of hip hop hits were made using that drum fill. You're absolutely right, J Boog. You're absolutely right. That drum fill button is crazy, man. It's crazy. The real deal. I think the first time I heard the 808 boom was Keith Sweat. Let me see. It was definitely different drums from the early 80s. Yeah. That's a true blessing to get one of those. Good morning, EA-Ski. Good to see you dropping jewels, and congrats on selling out the product. Thank you, Illiway. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You ever work with RBL, Quinn, or anybody from the city back? Oh yeah, man, Quinn. Shout out to RBL too. Me and San Quinn have one of the biggest records, in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? One of the record Hell Yeah. Anybody familiar with the record Hell Yeah? Shout out to my brother San Quinn. Always dope lyricist, man. Really dope. Great voice control. I'm always impressed with Quinn. But yeah, I did stuff with Quinn. I did stuff with Messy Marv and Juice. So Hood. Did a record with me and Big Rich. From the city. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. Yeah, man. I tried to touch the whole soil of my soil. Because it's not about what city you from. It's about who got the passion to want to do it. It didn't matter if you was from East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland. It didn't matter if you was from Fillmore, Hunters Point. It didn't matter if you was from Vallejo, EPA, Richmond. I don't care where you from. If you hungry and you want to do it, it's over, man. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over. I made a track with Mr. Fab, New Oakland. I did that early in his career, my brother. One of his biggest records to this day, David E. You know what I'm saying? My history run deep, man. I've touched some of the best to do it. I've touched some of y'all favorite rappers, and I did it unconditionally and showed a lot of love to them. So, If you know the history, you know it. If you don't, learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Looked up 415 because remembered you mentioned them on live. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, shoot. You should rock with Drake Ones on his salute to the Baycast. Sean T on the track, said Juice. Yeah, man, I did a lot of stuff to, it's just all about making great music, man. Great music. A deep track, though, especially with the line. Oh, I see what you're saying, David. I see what you're saying. I mean, like I said, man, anything's possible, man. I don't go out trying to make records with people, though. It has to organically make sense. It has to be a mind frame. Me being a producer, man, I think differently. So you got to be synced up spiritually with what I'm doing for me to make records with cats. I have to be on, it has to be there. It can't just be making records. Like a lot of y'all go out there and y'all think, oh, let me get this person on my record because they hot. Let me get this person because they doing this and doing. I don't think like that. If our spirits ain't aligned on a spiritually, man on man or woman on man spiritually, I'm not going to be able to do no music with you. If our spirits don't connect, it's not going to happen. It don't matter how dope you are. It don't matter who you are. I'm a spiritual dude, man. I don't make records just to be making records. In order to make great records, your spirits got to align. At the time when I made Spice One, our spirits aligned. We both was hungry. We both had something to try to prove, and our spirits aligned. Every time we was in the studio, we laughed, we joked, but we got busy and we tapped in and we made some of the best records ever. When I got with Mr. Mike, the same way. We had never met, but when we met at the Jack the Rapper, our spirits aligned and we talked about it and we made some of our best records ever. When me and Dre got together, same thing. When me and Cube got together, same thing. So in order to make records with whoever you making records with, you cannot just be doing it because they got a name. You got to do it because y'all have some type of camaraderie. Your spirits align. Y'all not just using each other. You have to have something that makes these records speak to the people, because if they feel like it's just a gimmick and they feel like you just doing it just because y'all got names, it's never gonna feel the same. It's never gonna feel like that. And I think why my records always have the impact they have, because I don't do records just to make records. I make records for real. I make records for real. I make records with people that I really vibe with, that I can talk to, that I can really sit down. Like, I'm not making a record where the artist tell me, hey, make this type of beat and, make it like that. Man, no. I don't do that. You go talk to some beat maker. If you don't listen to my direction or what I'm telling you to do, we're not doing no records. It's that simple. I'm not one of them dudes who could tell me what to do. Or make something like this and I want something to sound like this, man. Well, you talking to the wrong person, bro. So you got to understand, I am that guy. I'm that guy. Nobody's going to tell me how to make a record. I'm going to make the record I'm supposed to make. I'm going to listen to you. I'm like, this is what I'm going to mold you. I'm going to mold this artist, and I'm going to paint this picture around what I hear. Your vocals is a tone. It's an instrument. It's a key. So I'm going to try to make this be around that key of what I'm hearing from you. You dig what I'm saying? What did I produce for Spice? Man, you got to go back and do a little homework on that one, Babe Bomb. I did a lot of stuff for Spice, homie. A lot of stuff. Every time the industry changed formats, vinyl, CDs, CD files, the new formats never sound better, just cheaper. Distributed and make the old format is removed. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what they do. Facts, if you want Metro Boomin track, then go to man, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why Dre doesn't like working with established artists. Exactly, man. Like, listen. If you have developed yourself to be an elite producer, and you start working with artists, and the artists start telling you, hey, man, I want something like this, like, there's no need for me to work with you. You already know who you want to sound like, so go to that producer that did that for that particular song that you want. You don't need me. You don't need me. If you're trying to dictate to me what I should make for you based upon what you hear, then you need that particular producer that did that for that artist. You don't need me. You need me for creativeness. You need me where I'm going to create something and give you your own sound so you can be your own person. That's the reason why the industry is so bad. Everybody want to sound like the next person. So they can't afford that particular producer, so they get another producer and say, hey, man, you know, I want you to do this, but make something like this. So you use another producer and you break their spirit down so they can make something that another producer that you really like better, but you can't afford them, so you use another producer to do it. That's whack, man. And anybody that making stuff that other people make, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you'll never come into your own. You'll never come into your own, man. Don't let these people tell you, hey, man, you need to make something that sound like this. Then you need to go find them. You need to go find them. You'll never be an elite letting people tell you how you're supposed to make your records, man. That's the bottom line. And the greatest thing about me making my records is that I was my own rapper. So I didn't have to have people get on my records. I could get on my own records and show you how it was done, show you how I made this record sound the way I wanted it to sound for me. You dig what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of records that I had that certain people, they didn't see the vision. So it was cool because I was able to take it and do it. There's many artists I could tell you that when I gave it to them, they're like, man, you know, they didn't see the vision. And then I did it and made it a hit. They're like, man, Ski, that's that record? I said, I told you. If you would have just let me show you how I was going to do it for you, but you quick to pass on it. People pass on stuff because they looking at who's winning. They don't look at how they can win and create something new. They look at who's on the radio, who's making that record. Okay, that record's doing big. I need something like that. That's why the culture is so bad right now. Nobody believes they can make an original record and change the culture. This is what I mean. Like, you can't be a leader if you're always following everybody else, man. You gotta take a chance. That's what I mean by you gotta sink or swim. You gotta step out there and see what you can do. For real. You know? I'm not trying to, don't get it twisted. I might be inspired at somebody's records out there, but I want to make something that nobody's heard that can create a whole nother thing. So you have to, man, shout out, what up with it, Soul 100? Salute, my brother. You know what I mean? So you gotta believe in what you're doing, y'all. For real. You gotta believe in what you're doing. The listeners has to change all this BS. Only the listeners. Yeah, man, you gotta believe in what you're doing, man. Stop letting these, if you make beats, man, stop letting these dudes come in your studio and tell you, man, I need a record like this. Man, well, go over there and go get it. Thank you for giving us 200 bars every day. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I can rap on any beat. I feel like my music evil, though. I see shadows when I write. Damn. That's deep. That's a way to undercut that producer. They want the sound, but don't want to pay that producer price, so they get a cheap. Exactly. That's why everybody sounds so generic. They music sound like it's in a swap meet. Because you're trying to emulate somebody else's sound that you don't even know what they're really using. Yeah, you can emulate it, but you don't really know all the nuances of what they did to make that record sound that way. That's why you need to stay in your lane and do what you do. Everybody try to emulate Dre, and they still ain't got it right. They still don't get it right. Because Dre used certain things that you just never gonna know how it is. Yeah, it might sound close. Oh, you got the piano, bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, but that's just not quite it. That's just not quite it. That's not it yet. Yeah, I see what you're going for. Bling, 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 bling. Yeah, that's not Dre-ish yet, though. Like, that's why it's just better just to do what you do and find your own lane, bro. Real talk, man. All of these 808 beats, they all sound the same. It's like, bro, I don't know the difference, So, I mean, just find your own way to do 808s. I'm not saying don't use 808s. I'm saying find a different way to do it where it's not boom, 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 boom. When you hear so many 808s, it just starts sounding the same. It's like, man, you can use the 808, but maybe cut a couple of them out. Maybe boom, 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 boom. Make it more, don't make it sound so cliche. That's all I'm saying. Even in boom bap, you hear boom, ta, boom, boom, God, boom, boom. Like, man, add a twist to it. Give it a different, like, just got to think out the box, y'all. That's all, man. Your whole goal should be sent to try to change the the temperament of the culture, man. You know what I mean? That's all, man. Ski, you funny. I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being straight up honest, man. They're using the 808 to carry the track just because they planned the 808 with a little. Yeah, I mean, and I know exactly what they're doing. It's just like that's been done for 20 years now. Find another way to use the 808. I love 808. I just got to do it differently. I don't want it to, because even though all the 808s might sound a little bit different, when you hear them like that, they all start sounding the same. Just like with boom bap, it starts sounding. So you want to try to find a way. Like if I do some boom bap, I'm gonna add a little bit more in it. I'm not gonna be like boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom. I'm gonna have it like boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom. I'm gonna have a little bit more percussions. We're still gonna give it that boom bap, but it's not gonna be that typical, normal 1, 2. So there's so many ways to do music if you just sit back, take your time, and think about how you can approach your music. You want to approach your music, you want to be creative, and you want to find a way to move the people, man. Been saying this. I've been giving my guys the game and not being in position to use my own advice is crazy. I convinced 2 of my guys to get the S2400. The SP1200, and I missed out. I hear you. I hear you, product. I hear you. I hear you, my brother. Yeah, man. Like I said again, man. It is what it is, man. We just keep on moving. But yeah, man. Like I said again, when y'all in there making beats, man, just try to focus on trying to do the dopest stuff you can do. Post up the best stuff that you feel is gonna reach somebody, man. Don't just throw nothing random up. I don't think I sound like anybody. My lyrics just get overly aggressive. Understood. 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 So yeah, man, that's what's up, y'all, man. I just want to just share a little bit with y'all and let y'all know, man, that I'm proud of everybody that's got the SP, SE. Beautiful thing, man. We made history. We sold it out. And man, y'all tune in tomorrow, 6:30, man, so I can share, what I'm gonna say, tomorrow, um, you know, and yeah, man, we're gonna keep it pushing, man. I think they're starting to ship the SP1200s out tomorrow, so it's a beautiful thing. If y'all didn't get the chance to see the pictures of them rapping in the whole 9, man, y'all can go to the Facebook page, or you can go to the YouTube shorts. My YouTube page, and see some of the pictures and check them out. And yeah, man, we moving, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, man. Everybody, go follow, man. Go subscribe. If you're not subscribed to easki.com, go subscribe to easki.com, e-a-ski.com. It's a lot of good stuff that's about to come your way. If y'all haven't seen the interviews with Battle Cat, you haven't seen the interviews with Ski Beats, Lord Finesse, and all that, you might want to go to the page and go purchase some of the interviews that's on there. You might get a lot of information from some of those OGs as well on what they were saying about how they came in the thing. Get that information, y'all. And yeah, man. And the drums are still up there, y'all. So that's what's up, man. The almighty EA Ski. Y'all have a blessed day. And man, yeah. KLC definitely about to do his unboxing. We're gonna hold him accountable to that. So, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think he's the first one to get the machine, if I'm not mistaken. So he ain't gonna have no excuse. He'll probably get his machine before anybody. So we gonna make him do what he need to do. Do you think Mr. Rawson will do a Pete Rock, Ski Beats, or any other producers? I don't know, Mechadon, but I will say this. For anybody to do a SE after I've done it I think it would be going backwards. And why I say that is because it's already been done. I've already done it. These dudes are legends. So whatever they do, it should be something totally different than what I've already done. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, if they were to do something, they could do something different. I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't do it. Like I said, if Pete Rock had did an SC, I wouldn't want to do a SC because he's already done it. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta understand, things about legends is we try to create our own legacy. We don't try to walk in the same legacy. We be inspired by people's legacy, but we wanna do something that, oh, say, okay, man, my brother, he done that. Well, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Not do the same thing, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I mean, if they do, I mean, it's cool, but you know I wouldn't want to do the same thing somebody already did. If Ski Beats or Pete Rock did an SC, I'd be like, I'd be rallying around it, but I wouldn't want to come with one because it just seemed like I'm following. It's like I think these guys are legendary enough to come up with a whole nother scheme for how they want to approach what they want to approach. You know, that's just my opinion. But if that's something they want to do, that's cool. But I just say I wouldn't want to do that. I would always want to create my own special lane because your legacy is based upon you doing something special, not really following. You be inspired, but you want to do something that's a little bit different than what your dude has done. So that's just my opinion. But if that's something they want to do, that's on them. But I'm just telling you, set your own tone. That's all it is. We gotta set our own tone. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Set your own tone. Be your own person. Find your niche. Find something that only you do or you did first. You dig what I'm saying? The whole thing about being a boss is you want to be the one to say, I did that first. So anybody come after me, I did it first. Right? That's what we do. We try to set our own lanes and our own goals. So, be first, man. Be first. And the only way you can be first is you got to do stuff that people didn't think could be done. A lot of people didn't think this SC could be done. You heard Mr. Ronson on there yesterday? He said, man, I thought maybe you might do maybe 20, maybe. They didn't think it could be done. So, in order to be first, you got to do something that nobody think can be done. When everybody think that it can't happen. And then when it happens, that's when you go into your legacy mode. Because people say, man, he did that when nobody else did it. That's why we praise Melly Mel. That's why we praise DJ Kool Herc. That's why we praise Rakim. That's why we praise Public Enemy. That's why we praise NWA. You dig what I'm saying? We praise these people because we had never heard that. Like, oh my goodness. They set the tone for the game. And we derived off it. But even people that derived off it used a little bit of that format, but they found a whole other unique way to do it where it wasn't so much like who started it, but they played off of it. And they found their own lane to play off of who started it. Because there's divisions within divisions within divisions that you can create off of somebody that started the whole initial movement. That's hip hop. That's what we do. Right? So, if I start something, you could play off of it, but don't do it the same. Don't do it the same. Find your lane to play off of it. That's all I'm saying. That's what keeps the culture going. But if you just take somebody else's idea and run with they, just imagine this. NWA come out. Fuck the police. Everybody in the world love it. Now another rapper come out. Yeah, fuck the police. And the FBI too. You're going to be like, so you just going to make a record called Fuck the Police and the FBI too? So you're going to use the Fuck the Police and you're going to just add FBI. Like, bro, you just straight up just ripping them off. You didn't add nothing creative to that. You just You just took their same theme and ran with it and just added FBI behind it. It's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't like to use your mind no more. That's one of the biggest problems with the culture. Y'all don't want to use your mind. The computer thinks for you. The computer thinks for you. It thinks everything for you. Y'all can't even remember no phone numbers off the top of your head. If y'all had 10 phone numbers that y'all could remember without looking into your phone, I bet you couldn't remember. Bet you couldn't remember them. Because the computer thinks for you. You got to start thinking for yourself, and you got to start making choices, and you got to stick behind your choices that you make. All right. Got to understand it. Oh, yeah. NWA probably was still in too, no doubt. No doubt. But like I said again, they added to it though too, because they definitely took the whole format of because we know Ice-T set the tone for the 6 in the morning. That 6 in the morning, they set the tone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I heard Boys in the Hood, that reminded me of the 6 in the morning. He say, NWH. But the point I'm making is that, man, you just want to be able to add something to something and take it to a whole nother level, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some stuff that started, but it just didn't make enough noise. And then somebody come and take that and make it more and make it bigger. You know, have you ever known somebody that has something that they started and people know they started, but not everybody know? But then somebody capitalized on what they started, but it didn't get big, and then that person makes it big. Like you say, Schoolie D had the PSK, and then Ice-T came and kind of revamped the style and made it 6 in the morning. He kind of revamped it and added his own twist to it. It's like you can add your own twist to it. Add your own twist to it. That's how you do it. Phone numbers and the GPS has us the same. If we don't think about nothing, we can't remember nothing, man. That's why I try to write my bars without writing on the paper, just to remember stuff. He made it bigger and helped Schoolie D. No, definitely. But you know what the thing is? Ice-T always pay homage to Schoolie D too. Because a lot of people wouldn't have never knew that's where Ice-T got it from if it wasn't for Ice-T saying, hey, I heard Schoolie D stuff and I just kind of want to revamp that style and that flow. If it wasn't for Ice-T being humble and paying homage, people wouldn't have never knew where Ice-T got that from because he didn't have to say anything. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what it is, man. I love y'all, man. The almighty EA Ski, man. I'm out of here, man. We'll holler at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow, man. Let's get it. Peace.